We have to see how BTK will respond to this. Do we see mobazane pulling out that alpha? Do we see him picking up something else entirely? Maybe a Boxia, maybe something with mobility beside it. Definitely going to be an interesting one nonetheless. Maybe even something like a Martis could be an option to negate the CC, especially from the duality over there from this Louis. But nonetheless, they're definitely trying to pressure a lot of the focus picks from the side of Bloodthirsty Kings. He is going to go in for the alpha on his possible final stand up against Gaming Gladiators. Both of these teams sitting at match point. This is a deciding factor for who will claim the first seat in the grand finals in Las Vegas.
Weezy, it couldn't be any more hyper than this, right? Like, Game 5, the last series of tonight, two of the best North American teams for our entertainment, for a show. Build. So, without DHS pressure on the side of Gaming Gladiators, I don't know if they have what it takes to get the Uranus here.
Speaking of pressure, Black Dragon from Fried Chicken trying to zone out BTK from entering the turtle pit, and it looks like that will go to Gaming Gladiators with little to no contest. Milo doing a good job though, applying that pressure on this Uranus. One of the heroes that is almost unkillable, somebody you don't see too often. You know, I think the X factor in today's game is how will Milo perform on this unorthodox pick. The Kairi is running that Purify, which is great for the crowd control, but there's a lot of CC for the side of Gaming Gladiators, so I think their goal is to try and overpressure him, force out that Purify, and to get an easy set. So I think Basics positioning is going to be pivotal to him being able to provide that late game damage that BTK is going to thrive on. And right now you are seeing GG putting that focus in the jungle. They're able to claim the first turtle, but this time around BTK looking to contest. Milo taking a little bit of damage.
Yep, and that is just going to be how the story goes for Milo here. He's just going to be botting as many members as GG is able to offer until they grab that anti-heal to be able to stop him. But Milo should have quite a great time, especially in the early on. Now mobazane, Black Dragon does come through, does get resetted here. The side of GG have so much members.
Ooh, Chicken versus Zane though, doing a lot of damage. Hoon will find Nicolette. First blood for the side of Gaming Gladiators. A Mage taking down a Mage. Zane very low. Looks like GG will be able to overall win that trade and take this turtle.
Yeah, I think it's just due to the amount of CC and the front line that side of GG has, right? The Alpha can't really trade that well against something like a Yu Zhong where he has the Petrify. Can't really face the Ruby brute force, especially without an Angela. And also the Louise giving him just a little bit more trouble. So the side of Gaming Gladiators, they definitely have a lot of front line that just zones away mobazane quite easily. But on the other hand, you talked about how Basics position is quite important in this match.
BTK, and we know you even blink or look in the wrong direction,
oh, it's
and one
coming.
of these teams will close out this game with an early finish. Whoa, I'm offended. I'm personally offended with how that did not connect. But you are going to go ahead and see a little bit of utility wasted from the side of GG, but they still are able to find the advantage and take the turret for the top side.
There's some blind sets coming through, some high IQ plays paired up with the teleportation. mobazane here might get CC'd.
Yeah, gonna go ahead and use the alpha charge to go back to safety though. Wondering how the Uranus will kind of play into this. We said this is the X factor. There goes the diversion though. Where are they going? Straight to the turtle.
Wow.
Gonna go ahead and break Milo's ankles right there. And again, another turtle into the hands of Gaming Gladiators. And a possible kill. Milo need to get out of there, able to sustain himself. But the objective goes to GG.
The map, and you can look at the gold, it's showing significantly, right? The Roger has done so much better compared to the carry early on. Yes, the jungler is still pretty much caught even, but mobazane actually in the backside just hiding here.
Yeah, you are going to look at the focus now on the bot side for GG, trying to take the opportunity. They have the numbers. They're able to take the top turret, and now the bottom one is in play. Zia will be able to claim it. GG now pushing through onto BTK, looking for some kills. mobazane need to get out of there, but look at BTK in position to take this fight. Best player will find mobazane, though. And win that trade. We're not seeing BTK get any trade-offs from these engagements so far.
Yeah, I just don't think there's just a lack of CC and a lack of hyper ability, right? They were able to hyper the alpha quite well in the game 2 to get their victory, especially with the Angela, but this time around without an Angela, doesn't feel like the alpha is giving that much power, especially how slow the Mino is, right? Things like Florin, Estes may be better options here, but yes, BTK is still lacking a lot of CC department.
Yeah, speaking of crowd control, Fried Chicken able to find Koro, not able to get out to safety. Nicolette will fall as well. Zia with the Lycan Pounce will take him down. 4 kills unanswered for Gaming Gladiators, and the tier 2 on the bot side will fall.
Yeah, it just feels like GG's draft here is just much better than what BTK can handle in this situation. The Louis Ruby zones out pretty much anyone. The Roger early game already having 1, 0, and 3. Higher impact, way higher than basic, right? The Roger has 4 out of 4 kill participation. He's involved in every single one of these team fights. Again, BTK, especially with the lack of CC that they have in their draft, it's very hard to involve an early game carry with something like that. Versus on the other hand, if they didn't pick up the minnow, they were able to get something like the Kaja or a Terizla or a Kai, right? They can set up fights near the carry and able to pin things for the carry to have the free hit available. But no, this time around, BTK opted to go for a little bit more damage, a little bit more matchup in favor. Yes, Uranus, very, very hard to deal with, but maybe with the new anti-heal items, it might just not be that much of an issue.
Well, if they can survive to the late game, I think that's where Milo can profit. But Hoon, planning on finishing this early, will shut down Milo in the mid lane. Look at the diversion play. We'll be able to take the turret in the mid lane, and now the conceal. Oh, I'm offended for the double set. Leads to the double kill. Zia once got the Savage. Now looking to get another one. 2 kills on the board for him right there. GG, 7-0 overall.
Yeah, it's a little bit one-sided at this point. It's almost it's an 8K gold lead 10 minutes in. One of the biggest leads that GG has had this early on.
Whoa!
And they're just going for it.
Yeah, they're going in for the kill, for the finish. In the heart of chaos, they found unity. In the face of despair, they found courage. And in the end, they found victory. Closing out this series, GG wins against BTK, knocking them down to the lower bracket.